Giving honor to the Spirit of Christ, which is the head of my life and the head of the church. Happy Thursday, everyone. As you can see, I'm dressed. I'm wearing a coat, I'm a scarf and everything because today is pantry day. I want to go into back again my post-it notes, and I want to discuss that self-love is about you. So my post-it notes. And I want to talk about parables of the sower, because Jesus began teaching beside the sea, and very a large crowd gathered about him, saying that he go into the boat and sat unto the sea. And the whole crowd was beside the sea and the land. And when he was teaching them, many things are in parables. And this is teaching, he said, listen, behold, I went out to the sow, and I sowed some seeds that fell along the path, and turn the page, and birds came and devoured it. Other seeds fell on rocky ground where it did not have much soil, and immediately it sprang up, since it had no depth of soil. And when the sun rose, it was scorched, and since it had no roots, it withered away. Other seeds fell among thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked and produced grain, growing up and increasing, yielding 30-fold and 60-fold and 100-fold. And he said, he who has an ear to hear, let him hear. Okay, now, we all know that the Bible, ourselves, giving honor to the Spirit of Christ, which is the head of my life, the head of the church, thanking God for Mount Irad Transformation Ministry, where the Honorable Apostle Coleman Martin and Apostle Cynthia Martin reigns, and also our pastor, Archibald Good, and First Lady Kathy Good. But there are things in the Bible that Jesus had to be relatable. So when he was preaching to these people, he was trying to relate to them in a positive manner, to let them know, this is me, this is what I do, but let me make it relatable for you. So when we talk about self-love, we sometimes look in the mirror and don't like what we see. Sometimes we look in the mirror and we question, am I good enough? Am I better enough? And am I pretty enough? Am I smart enough? And you got to love you. Whatever condition you in, you got to love you. Because some people didn't wake up this morning. Some people weren't clothed in their right minds. Some people didn't have the use and activities of their limbs. Some people didn't have a mind to pursue whatever dream they wanted to live. Some people, are struggling with mental health, personal health, physical health, just health in general. But self-love, that's about you. You got to have some self-love about yourself. I always quote Mary J. Blige because I like what I see when I'm looking at me, when I'm walking past the mirror. I don't stress through the night at a time of my life. I'm not worried if you don't feel it because I got my head on straight. I got my vibe right. And I ain't going to let you kill it because I don't care. I'm just fine. That's her song. I can't take away from Mary J. Blige. But she also has a song about hourglass, how we look at ourselves and we see ourselves in the mirror, and we got to remember that we are an hourglass, Sometimes we could be at the top full and stuff streaming down, just constantly streaming down. But we got to look in the mirror and tell ourselves, we are part of an hourglass. Sometimes you got to turn it upside down. But self-love is about you, and I love me. I love the skin that I am. I love the person that I am. Am I perfect? No. Do I fall short? Yes. Am I always in the right frame of mind? No. Do I cry sometimes? Yes. Do I deal with depression? Yes. Thanksgiving is coming up, and I thank God for Thanksgiving. I thank God for my immediate family, which is my daughter, my son, myself, my husband, and my granddaughter. I thank God for that because through the grace of God, we are all united as one. And it's Thursday and it's pantry day and my son is at work and it's 8:16 Central Time here, so it's 9 o'clock. And I just literally just woke up because I didn't go to bed until like maybe about 12, 1 o'clock, but I took my medicine on time, and that's the thing about me. I'm very religious when it comes to vitamins and protein and intakes of vitamins and shakes, getting everything in and having my water and things of that nature. But I'm also a migraine survivor, which means I had migraines to the point that they were debilitating. I've been in the hospital for excruciating migraines. I've been on migraine medicine, I think, since 2009. But as you can see, I haven't had a migraine in a long time. I think since I was in the hospital, which was in July. And that's because stress brings on my migraines, but I haven't been stressful. I have been stressed, but not stressful. And I'm gonna go to pantry, and my house literally has no room in my freezer for anything because I believe in an abundance of overflow. So when I go today, I'm only gonna take what I need. As y'all know, I have a pet rabbit, Fluff. Fluff is eating right now. She in a cage. Her cage is clean. But that's my emotional support animal. And people be like, why do you need an emotional support animal? Because sometimes I'm in the house by myself. And I'm a caregiver by nature. I'm also a person who believes in catching buses and not going out in the dark and doing things that is going to be beneficial and well, taking care of myself. Last pantry, I had my granddaughter. This pantry, she's not here. But I understand the principles. I dress for the weather, honey. I dress for the weather. The weather in Chicago is not favorable. It's sunny outside. We don't expect any rain, but it rained all day yesterday. And I didn't go outside. I didn't have a reason to go outside, and I didn't. But today I have on my winter clothes because I'm ready for the winter, and my house is warm and things of that nature. But like I said, self-love is important. And when Jesus talked about parables, he wanted to make himself relatable. He wanted everybody to know, hey, this is how I speak. I'm speaking to a whole bunch of people. And in order for me to get them to understand where I'm at, I have to speak as if I'm talking to the people that are around me. So he used parables. Now we talk about the sowing of seeds, and he specifies, some seeds, they fell on stony ground. He said they started to grow but had no roots, and then all of a sudden when the sun came up, they withered and died. Then there was some seeds that was thrown on stony ground, on thorns, and the thorns literally choked the harvest. And then some seeds, they fell on ground that was very flourished. They kept producing 30 folds and 60 folds and 100 folds. And it's like we need to understand that sometimes you can sow into people who you get no return. You can sow into people who are only there for a reason. And then once the sun comes out, they wither away and they're gone. And then you got some people that you sow into that are they have thorns in their lives. And as much as you can plant your seeds in them, when your seeds start to grow, the thorns are in the way and they choke them and they die. But then you have to remember sowing a good seed on fertile ground so you can have harvest, continual harvest. And I'm praying for continual harvest of wealth, health, and prosperity to each and every one that hears the sound of my voice, who understands that although I do not live in Inglewood, my church is in Inglewood, and Inglewood, Chicago has been so bad and so rectified for having lack of accountability with people in their lives and murder and things of that nature. But understand, Chicago, they're having murders everywhere around the world. We are not just dealing with murder in Chicago. We're dealing with murder in Memphis. We're dealing with murder in everywhere around the world. People are not taking lives like they used to in high regard. And that's something we all have to deal with and become subject unto, because whether we understand it or not, murder is the case that they gave them. And I watched someone yesterday, a rapper, get killed in Memphis. He was at a cookie shop. His name was Young Dolph. Somebody gunned him down in broad daylight in Memphis, Tennessee. And people are taking pictures, but they are now trying to put together a conspiracy theory as to who the murderer was and what that is. But let's understand that someone had no regard for this person's life, and they took it. They said it was over 100 rounds that was shot at one individual. Are you serious? Do you realize what 100 bullets can do to an individual? It can literally take them out. And he died at a cookie shop. And I know death is all around us, and I have a classmate who died of COVID, and one of my ex-coworkers from Miami, called me and let me know that one of my closest, dearest people who I held in regard, Craig Jones, died of COVID. And COVID has taken out a lot of people's lives, and we have to stand true. And I am not a survivor of COVID, but I am a survivor of molestation. I am a survivor of depression and schizophrenia and bipolar and many other medical issues. Right now I have a hernia, and that's because I had surgery. If y'all remember, July, I had surgery 3 times, but I keep my protein up. I keep myself well. I do sea moss. I drink kombucha. I do things that is going to protect me from being sick. And that's even eating enough protein. And sometimes that protein consists of a shake or something of that nature to get me to my next level, to reach my goal, which is 120 grams of protein per day to maintain my weight and also that. But right now, I'm more concerned about the parables of Jesus. I'm more concerned about your self-love. Love the skin that you're in. Love the person that you are. Love everything about you, because at the end of the day, if you can't love yourself, who else gonna love you? If you can't be a part of your own love and you notice that your belief system has to be in love and not hate. It has to be in the understanding of others and being kind and wearing your mask and understanding that although they're mandating vaccinations, it's your choice to do so. But understand the consequences of not being vaccinated, because I know at firsthand people who are not vaccinated and people who are vaccinated have died. Yeah, they died. So people are saying, well, I'm not getting the shot. That's your preference. I am vaccinated. I've taken all 3 shots. I still wear my mask everywhere I go. I still am protected. As I said, I protect myself from the weather. I'm winter ready, honey. I'm always winter ready, because winter and fall, not spring and summer, are my favorite parts of being in Chicago, because I love the weather, and I have boots and jackets and scarves for days, honey. I'm always winter ready because I love living in a cold area. And I love playing dress up, but I also love doing the work of God. I also love being universal. I also love the skin that I'm in. I'm also loving me for who I am at this present day. And like I said, I have a hernia, and I'm going to see the GI doctor. Had a CAT scan done, and they saw something that was alarming to them, but I'm not concerned or am I worried about it because I don't have any symptoms, and I'm not going to stress myself over something they're trying to place in my spirit. No, thank you. You can place a lot of things in my spirit, but the one thing you can't do is put me in a space of worry. Because, like my husband say, as long as the good Lord is giving me an opportunity to live, I thank him every day for it. I thank him for his mercy, his grace, his understanding, his wisdom, his knowledge, and everything that comes along with it, because that's my belief system. And although y'all see this head scar, y'all also see this head, because I protect my head. The one thing old people used to say, put some Vaseline on your face when it's winter, so you don't have to worry about having dry mouth and dry face. But I anoint my head with olive oil this morning because I want my cup to run it over. I want surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I should dwell in the house of the Lord forever. That's my belief system. I'm sorry. It's what I believe in. I believe in the Bible, and I believe in Psalms 23rd, and I believe in those principles that if I say to the mountain, move, it's going to move. Some mountains don't move. But if you love yourself, then you okay with a mountain. Because mountain turns into molehills. Catch it. Because I'm talking about it. And like I said, I'm going to do pantry today. I'm going to catch the bus today. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be smiling. I'm going to give people what God gives me. And this is what God has given me today to give to you. Again, I wish you wealth, health, and prosperity. Have a wonderful day. I love y'all. I'm praying for y'all. But honey, I'm winter ready. I am winter ready. Yes, sweetie. I believe in winter gear. Might change my hat because I got on a lot of red but not enough beige. But neither here nor there. The sweater is beige. So that's why I chose the hat. But again, I might change my hat because that's who I am. Just because I look like this right now doesn't mean I'm not going to change my look because I love myself. But again, I want to be cute. I'll always be cute going out. I don't know if I want to wear a lot of makeup, but again, that's just determining on who I am. So again, life, health, wealth, and prosperity. Have a wonderful Thursday. Enjoy your day, but love yourself even more than you love other people. Because selfless love means that you are selflessly in love with you. And selfish love means that it's okay that you can only consider you when it comes to love. So have a selfless and selfish love about yourself. Because in order for you to do that, once you do it, then you can give to others. Because you've already loved yourself first.